Hello and Happy New Year! This is Ludmilla from FashionChalkboard.com with a quick tip for my new 52 weeks, 1 tip per week, every week of the year series for fashion flat sketching in Adobe Illustrator. Remember, the link here below the video is so that you can download the flat sketch that I'm using in this demonstration. It's in a free member area. So whatever you see here, you can play with this and take it apart so you can understand better. I'm a firm believer in learning by doing, so go grab those AI sketches and take them apart. And let's begin. Let me show you what you're going to learn today. So here we have a flat sketch, and you can see that's a typical AI flat sketch. And let's compare how we can bring it alive. So right here you can see that it looks a little bit more alive. It has more movement. So once more. This is before, and then how do we add these little details that make it look a little bit more interesting? Okay, let's get started. All right, I'm going to zoom in so we can actually see what it is that we're dealing with. And you can zoom in by using your magnifying glass right here, and I'm just going to click and drag on a diagonal over this little area. Take my selection tool and click on it, but the file that I have is grouped, so it activates everything. So if I have to go to object on group for a second, that's fine. And then I'm just going to click on this, and as I'm isolating this, you can see a lot of little things pop up that give us some clues as to what's happening with this line. So let's see that. If I go to window and I bring out my stroke palette, and then I click on this line again, you can see that it's 1 point in weight, that's the thickness, and there's a profile here. So some of you might not have noticed that you have this option, or your Illustrator is too old and you really don't have this option. You need to upgrade. So anyways, so here's a profile, and let me just show you what this does. So in essence, a lot of times people like to embellish their flat sketches and they get frustrated because when they draw a regular line, let's compare this here. If I grab this and replace this over here, side by side, you can see how one looks just very uniform and not really like there's any movement. And then sometimes in the past, people just put the round cap on here, which makes it a little bit nice. Let's recap, make it a straight cap right here across. Butt cap, that's what it's called, and then the other one was a round cap, but it's still not really looking like a fold or something smoother. All right, so it's very simple. Illustrator ships with different profiles, so let's test some. So make sure your stroke palette is expanded so you have that option. Under profile, you can just click on the drop down menu, and the one that I used is actually the width profile 4, and you can see as soon as I click on it, it becomes thinner towards the top. Let's see what the other ones do. So maybe the uniform one right here looks more like a smiley face on the side. Here's another one. Just go ahead and play with those. And the last one right there. Okay, I use the one, like I said before, that looks like a triangle. So once I did that, I was just copying, right click, transform, reflect, and in here I copied. All right, made my copy, and then I just moved my copy over, and I'm using my arrow keys to do this quickly, and if I want to add speed, I can hold down shift while I'm doing that. Good. So that was a very simple quick tip for adding that little style to your underarms. Okay, and you can do this also for bigger parts. If for example, you can draw a line maybe right here. Oops, and curve this a little bit like that. And I'm just going to show you again how it looks without any profile on it, no width variation. And then notice how the eyedropper doesn't really pick that up, because the eyedropper will only concentrate on the thickness of it. So you have to manually go here and add that. So if you had another area, like maybe in a skirt or somewhere where you wanted to add some fullness.